stormed into our bedroom at 3 a.m. asking for a massage. While my boyfriend and I slept naked. She says she's dying, but the doctors keep sending her home. I feel like I'm being manipulated, but if I walk away, am I heartless? Before you pass judgment, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Your vote matters here. Drop your verdict in the comments, because today's story isn't just about family. It's about boundaries, burnout, and whether saying no makes you cruel. I'm 25. I'm a full-time student, juggling 2 part-time jobs and maintaining a 4.0 GPA. I live with my boyfriend Liam, who's 24 and works full-time. Up until recently, we were doing okay, just your average, stressed, but happy young couple making life work. Then his mom, Tanya, dropped a bomb. She told Liam she was dying of cancer. No paperwork, no diagnosis, just a lot of crying and vague medical drama. And every hospital visit she made, she got sent home. No treatment, no record. At one point, a nurse even pulled Liam aside and told him she might be faking it. And that's when our world slowly started unraveling. It started with a quick overnight stay. She needed somewhere to rest after an emotional appointment. One night turned into a week, and that week turned into chaos. She said AC and fans hurt her skin, but she blow-dried her hair every morning. She insisted we keep the apartment dark and silent, but the smell from her special oils and ointments made the space nearly unlivable. She demanded help constantly, even barging into our bedroom at 3 a.m., asking Liam to give her a massage while we were naked. It was mortifying. She criticized our Buddhist souvenirs, told us they were demonic, and insisted we hang a cross over the front door. I did it. I didn't want to cause conflict, but it was like nothing we did was ever enough. Tanya had turned our 1-bedroom apartment into her hospice suite, and we weren't even sure she was sick. Then came the solution. She suggested we move into her house. Never mind the fact that her place was over an hour away from our school and jobs. Never mind that we'd already upended our lives trying to make her comfortable. In her eyes, the only logical move was sacrificing our future for her comfort. Liam, under all this pressure, actually agreed. He switched to remote work. His boss hated it. I, on the other hand, couldn't afford to miss classes or reduce my hours. My grades were slipping. My mental health was fraying. And every single time I tried to breathe, Tanya needed something. She'd call crying that her chemo was delayed, that she had an infection or E. coli, or that her surgeon ghosted her. Every time there was a new emergency, but never once did we see medical documents or appointments that confirmed anything. And when Liam's stepdad, David, who funds Tanya's lifestyle, left town for work, Tanya made us come to her house under the guise of taking her to the ER. But first, she needed to secure her jewelry, convinced David would steal it when she died. What followed was 16 hours of unpaid labor. I folded 420 clothing items. I cleaned the kitchen, bathrooms, vacuumed, swept, and organized. She never said thank you. Not once. At 5 a.m., when we finally reached the hospital, she told us to go home. Said she'd check herself in. 3 hours later, she was sobbing on the phone. They rejected me. I need you. It was like a cycle designed to emotionally blackmail us over and over again. Liam and I were missing meals, skipping sleep, falling behind at work and school. One night he looked at me and said, "I'm just waiting for her to pass so we can move to Europe." And then came the next blow. Tanya was dragging Liam into her divorce. He was suddenly the point person for her legal meetings, her lawyer updates, even funeral planning. Meanwhile, David, the guy footing her medical bills, texted Liam furiously after discovering how much Tanya had been hiding. Messages like "I call bullshit" and "don't show up at my house no more" filled his phone. Then came the apologetic follow-up messages. Confusion, denial, chaos. It was like we were trapped in someone else's drama, and no one cared that it was swallowing our lives whole. The last straw? Tanya called again, crying for help. But this time, she didn't want Liam. She wanted me. Her excuse? David was jealous of Liam, and she didn't want to cause issues. I had told Liam very clearly that I needed that weekend to study for my final exams. My academic future, everything I'd been working toward, was riding on that weekend. And I'll be honest, something about being asked to go alone to that house, it gave me a bad feeling. So I said no. Liam didn't argue. Not really. He said he understood. But then came the guilt tripping. He asked, if I were dying, would you quit your job to be with me? He asked, if it were your mom, would you help her? And yeah, I get it. These are heavy, emotional questions, but they felt like traps, like I was being pressured into saying yes to something I didn't believe in. Because here's the truth, my family would never treat me like this. They wouldn't manipulate me with half-baked medical emergencies. They wouldn't weaponize guilt. And they definitely wouldn't ask me to sacrifice everything I've built just to play nursemaid in a drama I don't even believe is real. So I made a decision. I booked a 2 to 3 week trip to Europe to visit my mom. I haven't seen her in over a year. I need space. I need rest. I need the truth. And I'm not going to get any of that from Tanya's house. Liam said he supports me, but also called the trip a little selfish. And that hurt, because I've been giving everything, my time, my energy, my peace, to support his mother. A woman who might be lying about dying. A woman who's dismantled our life, one fake emergency at a time. So here I am, exhausted, conflicted, in love with a man whose mother may or may not be sick, and whose loyalty to her is driving a wedge between us. I'm trying to hold on to myself, to my future, to my sanity. But now I ask you, am I the asshole for refusing to help Tanya and going home to Europe instead? I want to be there for Liam. I do. But I'm also trying to be there for myself. And if drawing boundaries makes me selfish, then what's the alternative? Giving up everything for someone who may not even be sick? I don't know anymore. What do you think? Am I being heartless or finally standing up for my peace? Is Liam caught in the middle or enabling manipulation? Was I right to say no, or have I just walked away from someone who truly needed me? Drop your verdict in the comments. Like the video, subscribe for more deep moral debates, and share the story with someone who knows a thing or two about toxic family dynamics.